Hi, we're back doing some black and white conversions here. This is another place at Crosby on Merseyside, and we've looked at grayscale, converting grayscale. We've looked at, through adjustment, we've looked at desaturating the image and working with this brush. This time I'm going to call up a very simple little black and white adjustment layer, which is that one there, which gives a reasonable little black and white conversion. We've got presets in there which you can actually call up and use. You can just call one and scroll through all the others and see if there's anything in there which you like. There's some good ones in there. Lots of flexibility, of course, because you can actually move the sliders. Once you've called up a preset, the sliders aren't set in stone. You can do this, slide the sliders around and fine-tune things. So lots of possibilities in converting your black and white with that. I want to show you just a little trick you can do with this as well, and that's going to be calling up a hue saturation adjustment layer. Let's just rewind that. So that's a nice simple black and white conversion. I'm just going up into my adjustments again, so let's just go back with the back arrow, click on that, and you can see there I'm going to just click on the background so that the new adjustment layer is going to sit above it. So it's a hue saturation adjustment layer I'm going to put over that, but under the black and white conversion. And you can see there it sits in the middle. There's the black and white conversion at the top and the background below. Just turn that off. We can see nothing really happening so far, but we can do drag the hue saturation slider around, and you can see there we're affecting the image underneath by adjusting the hue and saturation. The black and white isn't doing anything other than converting to a simple black and white. We can target different colors, we can increase the lightness, we can play with the saturation, and we can play with the hue of that specific color. So it gives you that depth of flexibility which a simple black and white conversion doesn't have. You can go too far like I did just then, but you can play around with these, and again you can save these as a little drop down preset. I'm just going to choose a scrubby slider and slide around there. So if you choose the hand, you can slide around the picture, or you can use it as a scrubby slider. And go back to the master one again. It's that thing again where I keep telling you is to get in there and play around with those sliders. And there's no masking on this. I'm not using the history brush or anything. Just two very simple layers, just letting them interact with each other. You see there as well on the master we're just increasing and decreasing the lightness of the whole thing rather than specific channels. Let's just turn that back to naught again. So it just adds a bit more flexibility into your black and white conversion. Let's turn that off, see what we've done with that. It's got a mask on it as well. We could play with the mask, and we can also play with the blend mode. Let's just have a look at this. So we're just clicking the mask. If I choose a nice little soft brush again, and I'm probably going to be working about 30% again with a reasonable size soft brush, you can just take it across there, and with your square brackets just increase the size of your brush. I'm working quite a large brush on this one, and I'm just going to take this down to 30%. Let's just move the slider there, having mouse problems, and just going to paint over the sky there. So I'm just going to, in one hold of the mouse down, just take it over there and just take out some of that hue saturation adjustment. So that's the flexibility as well. With the built-in mask on it already, not only can you change the hue saturation, you can also get into the mask itself and take some of that change out as well. So we've had to play around that. Let's look in layers again. We've not really looked at the blend modes or the opacity. Don't forget you have the opacity of the layer, so we can take that up and down as well to make it fine adjustments. We've also got the density of that mask we've just painted onto. So you've got the opacity, you've got the density of the mask, we've got all these little fine-tuning things. You can really fine-tune a black and white to how you want it to, and again thinking about your blend modes. So then I've just converted that hue saturation to any. You just scroll through with your mouse and see what suits, and again you're bringing in a whole raft of different sorts of black and white conversions. You might find something which works. Make a mental note, that's the main thing. Write it down somewhere or just remember it. So we've got all those different adjustments in there. We've got the simple black and white, we've got all those presets to play with. Save your own presets as well. We'll look at that later on about saving presets. We can go back in again. We did a hue saturation and then we changed the blend mode. We've switched it off for the moment. Let's just click it back on again, and you can play with those blend modes in there. And again, if you've got a scroll mouse activated, you can actually scroll through. And again, just increase the options when you're converting your black and white. Okay, that's been me again. Until the next time, bye for now, and thanks for calling by.